Hello and welcome to everyone to TigerPaw Software Business Building Webinar Series. This is a live webinar series that focuses on sharing industry best practices, helpful business tips, and valuable partner training for VARs, MSPs, and technology service providers. My name is Jeff Hughes. It is my pleasure to be a co-presenter today with Brittany Nash of B&G Holdings. Today's strategic session is called Take the Pain, Drudgery, and Cost Out of Payment Processing. So today we'll share techniques to improve your operations and profitability by streamlining your processes. Aside from the improved efficiencies, you'll get better and faster visibility into the financial health of your business. And your clients will really appreciate the improved ease and convenience of paying your invoices. We anticipate this session to last for about 30 minutes, and then we'll open it up for questions. As a reminder, all of the sessions will be recorded, and all those who registered will get a follow-up email with a recording link and a copy of our mini ebook entitled Stop Whining and Start Winning: The Secret to Automating Your Important IT Business Processes. So today what I'd like to do is start, first of all, by talking about some processes. As businesses go through a growth period, most businesses start out managing their processes through some sort of series of possibly some spreadsheets, maybe some individual applications managing any and all parts of their processes, all standalone that typically don't quite fit together, or they certainly don't communicate with one another. So as a business grows, you find yourself in a position where you're spending more admin time managing your processes than you are actually doing the business as it sits. So in that, we want to talk about managing more business with less overhead. Now, TigerPaw is an end-to-end solution which can manage your business processes from a sales and marketing standpoint, into a quote, manage your installations, project management, your service ticketing, your managed services, contracts and agreements, and managing your assets and send transactions over to accounting. So TigerPaw is that end-to-end business management tool that can manage those processes for you. We're going to focus on one piece of the puzzle today. And what we're going to be talking about is when you come to the point where you find that it's time to take your business to the next level, you're looking for an application that will help you manage these processes. And the idea of managing business growth is managing more business with less overhead. So think about that for just a moment. A lot of people think that if you grow your business, you must throw more overhead at it to manage that business. That's not always the case. You may be able to grow your business with the employees and the staff that you have, handle more business by streamlining processes and taking some of the things which are manual now today in your process and automating those to streamline the operation. So a couple of topics we want to talk about here today is, number one, you need a good tool to capture accurate billable time. Let's face it, if you can't measure it, you can't manage it. You also want to manage your services, recurring billing. You want to take a turn into a recurring billing model, invoices for these services that you provide. Let the automation software manage and create those invoices. And the third thing, make it easy for your customer to pay you for your time and material billing. These are the things that we're going to talk about on the operations side, and then we're going to talk about the B&G Holdings side on the processing of the payments. So let me first start here by talking about capturing accurate billable time. TigerPaw offers a mobile offering for your technicians to capture true actual time. This is TigerPaw's mobile. This is the agenda for a technician, and when I tap into a particular order, here I can see the detail. But the important thing here is that we can very easily, by tapping Start, capture my travel time going to that site. Once going to the site and getting there, I can tap the work start time. This gives me an option to enter and capture my mileage, but it also stops my travel time entry and starts my on-site time entry. So here you're capturing true travel time and your on-site time with the work the technician is doing at that customer's location. So think about this for a moment. In most cases, technicians have to, at some point during the day, manage what they call their timesheets. They have to relive their day and decide, how much time was I here? How much time did I spend there? In any case, that becomes a difficult process, and it's very rarely truly accurate. It's hard to not miss a couple minutes here, a couple minutes there. It's hard to relive that day. So think about how much time your technicians spend today on recreating their day, on completing their timesheets to turn this time entries in so that you can bill your customer. Would it be more important to have, rather than them spend that time capturing and reliving their day, in maybe doing one more job against that particular day? So multiply that by the number of technicians you have. What kind of business growth could you see by giving your technicians the opportunity to have one more ticket completed per the day, doing the work rather than managing the process itself? Anything that you would use for your PSA should have a good mobile option and a very easy way for your technicians to capture true and accurate billable time so that your technicians can spend more time doing the work rather than reporting on what work they've done. Next up, you want to enter into a managed services type of an environment. You want to do your billing. Let your PSA do the billing for you. You're going to have managed services agreements and contracts. Let TigerPaw do the billing. Here's an agreement. The agreement basically defines what services you're providing to your customer and what are you charging for those services. This can be an automated process. You define how you want to bill this managed services contract. This one's billed monthly. What day of the month do you want TigerPaw to reach out to the RMM provider and pull in the assets, update the pricing of the contract? It's not a manual process now. Let TigerPaw do it. Create the invoice, automatically email the invoice over to your customer, and process the payment as a credit card, making this a recurring billing model that is touch-free once you set it up. So today, think about how much time in admin is spent billing for contracts, managed services agreements. TigerPaw supports this recurring billing model in both maintenance contracts and your managed services billing. The next thing on the agenda is, how easy is it for your customer to make payments on invoices? Well, TigerPaw offers a portal. You should make it very simple for your customer to log in to a customer portal where they can request service, create a service ticket, request a quote to purchase more products and services from you, and see any invoices with unpaid balances, and make a payment out here with a credit card payment to pay these invoices at their convenience, all online. I really look at a customer portal as really kind of the going forward here. You really think about the customer portal as being the competitive edge going forward. You're already doing work, you're professionals, you do a good job. The pricing can only go so far. You can't really take it much further than that. So what gives you the competitive edge going forward in today's environment is really improving your customer's experience. And that's what a portal gives you. It lets your customer come in, create tickets, request quotes, see status of the things that you want them to see as far as what they have ongoing with your organization, plus being able to pay invoices right online at their convenience. Another way that you're reducing overhead by letting the customer come in and do some of the things that they can do to manage their processes, creating tickets, see what's going on with the tickets, and going ahead and paying an invoice. So this is just one piece of the puzzle. There's lots of pieces that can allow you to grow your business by having the right automation tool. This is just one piece of the puzzle. We would love to talk with you about your needs in your organization and how TigerPaw can help you with those across the entire enterprise that you're managing. This is just one side of it, just one piece of it, and there's a lot to this. At this time, I'm going to turn this over now to Brady Nash. I'm going to, and we can talk more about, and he can tell us more about the actual processing of these payments through the integration partnership between TigerPaw and B&G.
Cool. So thanks so much, Jeff. I appreciate you doing that. I'm really excited to get on the call with you guys today. There's a couple things I really wanted to stress out as cool as TigerPaw is, and as cool as I believe my company and B&G is, I want you guys to know that through the last 5-6 years, I've worked with over 500 IT and telco companies specifically. We work with thousands of businesses, and I really help them in this whole process of getting paid. But specifically in this industry, and so it's not that we knew everything, but through working with our partners over the years, we've really honed in the process of doing this, and TigerPaw and B&G is just the tool that helps you guys do that and makes it really easy. But before we even talk more about our tools and how we help you do that, I want to stress how important this first step is. And this first step is it's your mindset. And what I mean by that is, do you believe that you deserve to get paid? And not only that, do you believe that you deserve to get paid on time? Because I can tell you, if you do not believe that, your customers don't believe that. And as crazy as it sounds is, I've worked with so many people that have, told me and explained, why they let their customers pay them late and why it's justified. And through the years as an industry, we've really made it the norm for these people to pay us late. It's crazy, but it's what's happened. And I would argue, being a managed service company or a tech company, we're one of the most crucial parts of their entire business. I mean, let's be honest, if their phones go down, if their computers aren't working, their business is probably not working anymore, right? And so if they're paying other bills on time, they're paying their vendors like their cell phone bill and some of these other things, why are they not paying their technology company? And the reality is it's the precedents that we've set as a community. And we've really been working hard for the last several years to change that. And we've gotten very, very good at that. But I want you to understand, if you don't believe that, TigerPaw's not going to help you, B&G is not going to help you, because you're not helping yourself. So once you believe and you're committed that you deserve to get paid on time because you're going to, you're servicing your customers, you're giving them 24/7 support, making sure that they're up. I mean, you're one of the most crucial parts. The least they can do is pay you on time of whatever you guys agreed to. And so I really wanted to stress that. And once you do that, now we're going to help you. How do you do this? How do you implement that? We really want to eliminate the outstanding accounts receivables. It's your cash flow, because you're putting yourself in the position of a bank, but you're not charging for it. And that's not good. Essentially, you're a nonprofit bank at that point. Making it easy to collect what you're owed. Anytime someone wants to give you money, you want to make that as easy as possible, whether that's in person, through a mobile device, that's online, out of sight, out of mind, recurring payments. If someone's agreed to pay you X amount every single month, if they're going to pay you $1,000 a month, why should they have to write you that check every single month? Does that make sense? We're technology companies, right? I think it's important to set the precedent that we're using technology to get paid. I think it's a good image thing. We don't want to be hypocritical, right? I mean, if we're sitting there telling them why they need to buy software and why they need to upgrade and get with the 21st century and use all these things, we should probably be using electronic payments and automating this process. I think that's important, right? So let's move on here. So here's some of the interesting stats that I wanted to come up with. So when I started really selling this and being a keynote speaker at a lot of events, I wanted to know what these processes were really doing. Was it just type? What were the real results? So what we did was we actually pulled a snapshot of all of our customers, actually prior to working with us, what was their outstanding accounts receivable? The average IT company nationwide on the pool that we were doing, it started at 50, went to over 100, now it's several hundred. The average IT company was getting paid 48 days past due. So think about that. If you were billing on the 1st, and it was due the 15th, the average company was getting paid 48 days past the 15th. Okay? And the problem is when you tie in hardware and all these services that we do, there's not a lot of margins on it, right? And so you're floating that, and that's a problem. Now, you might be better than this, you might be worse than this, but I just want you to know as an industry what your peers were experiencing. And that was too much. How can we improve that? Because people were having cash flow problems. So after implementing the process, and what I mean by that, tying automatic recurring billing as part of your agreements to sign up with a customer, okay? These are things you can do whether you work with B&G or you're using TigerPaw or not. You need to do these processes regardless. We just help you make it, we help make that process easier, okay? But I don't let a sales guy, he's not done selling unless part of that agreement is automatic recurring billing. If we're agreeing to a dollar amount, they're going to pay us on whatever day that is. If they can't do it on the 1st, they need it to be the 5th or the 10th, that's fine. We're going to sign the agreement that way, but we're not waiting for a check. Now, understand there are exceptions to every rule. I'm not telling you to lose a good paying client because they have to send you a check. Sometimes government entities or schools have to. I'm not saying that, but that should be the exception. That should not be the rule. The exception should be when you don't get paid on time. And unfortunately, right now, the exception is when you do get paid on time. See the difference? And so we want to work on changing that. And like I said, through the last several years, we've gotten a lot better at that, and we want to help you. So TigerPaw is more than a software. B&G is more than a payment processing company. We're really your partner in helping you operate your business and fix these issues as a community. So I want you to understand that value. So after using these practices through the course of the year, the average AR of the companies automating these payments dropped to 1.4 days. That's a month-and-a-half improvement on revolving cash flow. So just, take your average outstanding AR. Is it $50,000, $10,000, $100,000? Imagine if you could shorten that up to a month-and-a-half of your revolving AR. We saw a 97% reduction. That's crazy. To be honest, I didn't believe it when we were pulling these numbers. I had them run it several times, and I had to manually go and look at it because I couldn't believe it. And the reality was people would just set up a huge part as recurring payments. The other part was, unfortunately, it's not people's priority to pay you. And a lot of people pay bills later in the evening some of these times, and didn't have the option of doing that, so they had an out. We eliminate the I didn't see that invoice excuse. They can't say that, hey, can you re-email that invoice? They have an online customer portal through TigerPaw. They see all of them. It eliminates so many of these little stupid discussions that we've had. And I believe that's kind of the silver bullet. It's all of the little things that it does. Some other stats, just so you guys are aware, 29% of IT clients pay 1 to 4 days prior to the bill due date. 32% of IT clients which pay 5 or more days prior to the bill due date. 27% of the IT clients which pay exactly on the due date. And 12% of clients who ultimately pay late. These are the guys that you're always working on. Again, these guys should be the exceptions. You always want to improve that, but you're never going to bat 100%, and that's okay. We don't need to. We just need to improve what we're doing right now. And these are the strides that you can start making. And after the call, if you guys reach out to us and you guys want to set up a phone call, I'm more than happy to help you on some of these processes. We've got case studies done by your peers, so you don't have to listen to me. You can listen to fellow peers of how they did it and how they saw their AR improve. It might mean more coming from them than me. So moving on, again, time. Working with thousands of businesses for the last 10 years for me, one of the #1 things that people forget to value is their time. And yes, you could manually go and run all these payments. So many of these businesses I've seen that had credit cards on a spreadsheet, which is not good for security, but they would literally manually go and have to do this all the time. Of course you can do it. Should you be doing it? I mean, we're a tech company. These are all these things that can be automated, right? Your time is super valuable. I'd rather have my accounting person or AR person making calls or being free to do other tasks versus something that could be completely streamlined. So again, valuing your time and your staff's time. Eliminating outstanding accounts receivables. Again, this is the, I touched on this earlier, that I never got that invoice. Stop waiting for your clients to mail you payments. I mean, nowadays, for me, this just really isn't acceptable. There's just too many easier ways for them to pay you. And it's cheaper. I mean, ACH right now with TigerPaw, it's 35 cents. It's cheaper than the cost of a stamp to have it direct deposited to your bank account. It just makes sense. Make it easy to collect. Again, they can log into the TigerPaw client portal any time of day or night They can view those invoices. They can comment. They can make a payment by credit card, debit card, e-check. And the other thing is PCI compliance. We're allowing you to store your client's payment information in our customer vault, so it's not in TigerPaw. It's not on your servers, not on your clients. It's stored on our end, but allows you to run those payments for one-time payments or for scheduled payments. So if you have clients that call and say, hey, just charge my card on file, you have the access to do that, all PCI compliant through your TigerPaw software. Again, getting the most of what you're paying for. If you guys were watching earlier, the portal, TigerPaw portal, looks awesome. Use that. I want people to go to that, right? You can advertise, you can promote in there. It just, again, helps solidify that relationship of them working with you, and it creates that stickiness. So just kind of going through the flow. If you guys choose to work with us, you contact us, B&G Holdings. If you currently take credit cards, we guarantee to match or improve your current rates. So far, we've done this 100% of the time. Some people had great rates, and you guys might have that. We guarantee at least to match. So far, we've been able to save someone money every single month. It depends how much. It's tough to save someone $100 a month if they're not even paying $100 a month. But typically, we see a 1/4 to 0.5% savings per transaction. So besides the image, besides streamlining the process, the fact that you're probably going to save money in every single transaction from what you're paying today, that's just a bonus. That's not the reason for the integration, but obviously saving money helps everyone. We process the credit card ACH transaction, sending it directly to your bank account, and again, everything's completely PCI compliant, and we're always obviously have to stay in tune to those changes as they go forward. So how it works in agreement billing. So TigerPaw is going to auto-generate that agreement invoice. That invoice is going to get emailed to your client based upon how you define when you want it to go out. And now we have when you want that payment to run. So it's going to check, is there a payment defined? If there's not, nothing happens, right? If it is, it's going to process that payment type, whether it's a credit card or ACH, and then it's going to trigger your workflows, which again, we have, TigerPaw has resources to help you set that up, of notifying the client if you want someone to go and check the bank account, whatever it is, you're going to be able to trigger that in that event. So what are your peers are saying? I know Rick Harbour is one of the TigerPaw evangelists. This is, you said B&G Holdings is the type of business partner that delivers, especially with payment processing. What began as a meeting at a conference has turned into a rewarding partnership. B&G is an asset to any MSP in business. And the point I wanted to make with that is we're more than just a payment processing company. There are thousands of companies out there. There are a dime a dozen. The difference with us is we partner with you. We help give you the terminology to add to a recurring billing agreement. I can help you set up the online payments. I can help you through those discussions with your customers, how to do them. That's the value that we want to bring. I want to help you guys get paid. I want you to help use the integration. The better I can help you, the more your business does, right? The more money you make, the more money I make, right? Does that make sense? So it's in my best interest to help you be successful. So let us do that. I've got some very high-paid individuals in my company that their whole job is to help you guys do this. So please use this as a resource more than just another commodity like payment processing. So just a quick recap. Save time by automating recurring billing of contracts and agreements. Eliminate unnecessary tasks by the ability to schedule payments directly in the TigerPaw portal. Instead of them having to call you to make payment, let them do it themselves. Again, you're a tech company. Do you want them having to call you? I don't think we would ever complain about somebody calling to give us money. But the fact is, if they don't have to call us and they can give us money, that's even better. Making it easier for our clients to pay through the online payment portal. Make life easier and flexible for your IT clients through multiple payment options, partial, full, or consolidated. Again, you can take partial payments, I think is a big deal. Getting some money is better than no money. They still owe you the rest, but again, if they're willing to give you $500 and a $1,000 invoice, it's better than nothing. Huge time suck alleviated through automated reconciling inside your accounting package. Now, this is more than just payments. This is the point of why you should have bought a CRM or PSA in the first place, is you need to be focused on two things. You need to be focused on servicing your existing customers and selling and getting new ones. That's where you make money. All this other unnecessary stuff or necessary stuff that you have to do. It's just part of running a business. The accounting and payment processing. It sucks, guys. I know that. But it's important. So if you can streamline and automate this process, your mind power needs to be focused on making sure that your customers are happy, and how do you get new ones? That's how you're going to make money and build a business, right? So make sure you're utilizing all of the benefits of Tiger Power or any CRM, because again, that's the power in it. Make sure you're getting your money's worth. I look forward to meeting with you guys. Look forward to talking with you. I'm going to pass it back to Jeff, so he can go through some of the Tiger Paw pricing things and the discounts that they're going to be offering. Here you go, Jeff.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That was very well done. Tiger Paw has 3 ways to purchase. You've got 3 options to become a Tiger Paw customer. We have what's called Tiger Paw One, which is a software as a service. That's a subscription. So you have a 1 payment. It's a monthly low price per user, and you get everything that Tiger Paw offers. The portals, the mobile, Exchange Integrator, inventory control. You get everything that Tiger Paw offers with 1 low payment per user. The other option is the purchase of the Tiger Paw Business Suite. It's the concurrent user model where you purchase the number of users you need in those modules, and you own the software. The other side is a lease. Maybe you don't have the money budgeted to make a purchase, but you can budget a lease to own type of a process. So here you can come up, it's the same as the purchase, but it's got low monthly lease option pricing, and then after that you own the software. So we make it simple and make it easy for you to purchase the product, and right now we've got some promotions going on for the first 10 that email us today at sales@tigerpaw.com can take advantage of a 20% off until the 29th. You get free aided implementation. You get the ebook downloaded free. So there are some things that you can take advantage of with the promotions, but bottom line, it's about us helping you manage your processes to get you to that next level where you want to be. And our partnership between Tiger Paw and B&G Holdings, as you can see from this presentation, is really a great tool to get you there. So we'd really love to talk with you and show you maybe a demo of Tiger Paw and what we can do end-to-end within your process. As I mentioned earlier, we focused kind of on one piece of it today, which is a very big piece of it, but there's a lot more that all fit in together with this process of helping you grow your technology-based business. So we'd love to help you through that process, and I think you can tell that B&G Holdings is certainly committed to helping you in as well, and with our partnership between the two of us, I don't see how you could lose. So we certainly want to help you in that endeavor. Now, if you do have some questions, you can put them in the chat. You can type some questions. We'll have a little bit of time here. We can take some questions. Be happy to answer any questions. But on the Tiger Paw side, we'd love to have you talk with the Tiger Paw representative about your business needs, and then we can help you design a process that can come in and help you manage those processes and show you how Tiger Paw can help you and get you on the road to building your business, taking it to that next level. Brady, again, thank you. It's been a pleasure being on you with this webinar. This is the first time I've got to do a co-webinar with you, so I really enjoyed being a co-presenter with you. I sense your passion. You're passionate about what you do, and that comes across. I get that, and that's the same thing that we have here at Tiger Paw. So it's nice to know we're both and we're all on the same page to get our customers where they need to be.
Yeah, I would just say that please reach out to us. We really want to help you. I've never not saved money, a client money on payment processing. It's just a matter of how much. Again, that's not the point, but talk to us. If you have questions, there's so many things that we can do that you can't go through in a webinar that we can customize to make sure that we're reaching your goals and to point things out. And I mean, that's why I've loved working with Tiger Paw, is you guys care, we care. I've got people that pay a lot of money just to be dedicated to helping you guys out because we're looking for a long-term relationship. We're not selling paintings door to door, right? I mean, this isn't a one-time thing. This is when someone engages us and they sign up, that's not the end of the relationship. In a lot of sales companies, that's where it is. That's the beginning of the relationship. Getting your account approved and getting it integrated is just the beginning, and now we can help you through that process, which takes time. And we accommodate. Obviously, we know you have a business, so we work with your schedule. But let us help you, because we're all stronger because of it.
Very good, and thank you, Brady. I'm going to go ahead and end the presentation. And again, I encourage you to please reach out to B&G, reach out to TigerPaw. We're here to help you, and we'd love to help you. I think you can tell from our passion on how we talk about the products that we support and that we offer that we are in this it is a relationship, and we're all in this together. And with everybody working together, you can't help but succeed.